It's that time. We're going to get a little dramatic. Oh, yeah. Not spilling our drama. We're spilling yours.
That's right.
Because it's time to spill the tea with our friends at the Spice and Tea Exchange. First, let's check out what we're drinking.
Yeah, because it smells amazing.
It smells so good. I love this one. Okay, today is coconut. It's pronounced oolong? Okay. Coconut oolong tea.
Nice.
I didn't stutter. Oolong's in there twice. Coconut oolong tea.
And I think this is perfect for, I know we're in fall, but
Yeah.
coconut still kind of reminds you of summer a little bit. So maybe you're just not ready to let go of summertime.
Yeah.
This is still a good tea to be drinking.
Exactly, definitely. So it says it has creamy, smooth coconut, nicely blended. Okay, we love it. The emerald colored leaves. Let's try it out.
All right.
All right, you're going to start reading our tea?
Now I will get to this tea. You
Perfect.
start spilling that tea.
You got it.
All right. This one is from a young man. I, 23, met a woman, 40, at a bar, and we hit it off right away. She's very beautiful. He's very attracted to her. He says that they've been meeting several times a week, and she just got out of what she was calling a loveless marriage and wants to have fun. He's not looking for anything serious either. He says, then she texted me all angry saying she Googled my name and that I have deceived her by not saying that I was born in the year 2000.
Oof.
So he's 23. We're in 2023.
Okay, that's not as bad as I thought.
She's 40. No, he's there's nothing wrong with his age.
Yeah.
But he didn't disclose it upon meeting. So
He's
she
about 20 years
actually,
younger. Okay.
yeah, he's about 20 years younger. She texted him all upset. He thought she's being childish. Who's right, who's wrong here?
Yeah, this is tough because technically he didn't do anything wrong, right?
She never asked.
She never asked. He is not underage.
Nope.
He's 23 years old. And I get it. When you hear someone who's born in the 2000s,
It hurts your back.
it
yeah.
hurts you. Yes, and you
Feel
think
it in your knees.
they must be 12, right? But they're not. So if she didn't ask and he didn't lie, and he's of age, I kind of feel like done right there.
I mean, I can see the hesitation on her end a little bit too, just because realistically, 40 and 23, like you're old enough to be his mom.
Yeah.
I could see how that might be weird in an intimate setting.
But maybe she's mad at herself and she's projecting because you didn't ask. And so if it's that important to you, you should be asking.
You should be asking up front. And I think because she kind of felt that like she did disclose her age when they first met and he didn't, that like, oh, he might be a little younger, but she was thinking in his 30s because he's like an engineer.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, doesn't that program take a lot of time to get through? Like, so she thought he was a little bit closer to her age than he was.
I understand her emotions. I don't understand you going about it this way because unfortunately, you should have asked the questions. You should have came prepared, girl, especially if they're not dating officially. If they're just having some fun, then sorry.
Yeah. So apparently they did sort of talk about it later.
Okay.
And she she apologized for being a little bit childish about it, but she did say that she didn't really want to see him anymore.
Which is fine too, right?
Which is fine too. And then I do think his response was a little bit childish after
no.
that.
What did he do?
He may have said some nasty things about her and like, oh,
Okay.
she's being this way, that way. And
I'm
it's like, well,
so glad they
maybe
didn't work
this is
out.
why you're 23.
Yeah, well, now you're both toxic, and I'm glad you aren't together. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You both need some oolong tea.
Which is delicious, by the way,
And
right?
have you noticed, quick note, you smell the coconut first, and then you taste the oolong.
Yeah, so if you are a coconut fan, obviously, if you're not, I know coconut can be a little controversial sometimes.
I don't know why. It's
I don't know why
delish.
either, because I love coconut.
So good.
So if you enjoy coconut,
You would love this.
this is a good tea for
Definitely.
you. Yes.
All right. So coconut oolong tea. Let us know what you think. And should there be some sort of unwritten rule that you have to disclose your age? I mean, obviously, if you're under 18, yeah, you need to disclose your age. We're not talking about that. We're talking about
Yeah, I
if
think
you're
it's
dating
one of
someone
those things
older.
that's always a little weird. I mean, I've got relatives that they have a 10-year age gap, and they started dating in like their 30s and 20s. And the woman is older than the man, but it's a beautiful relationship.
Yeah.
Like they love each other, and it's like it's sickening how much they love each other.
I love
But
that.
so I think it depends on how you feel about that. If that's something that you're really self-conscious about and you can't work through it, then like you need to be honest about that too.
Yeah, start asking the questions, ladies. Honestly, there's a lot of questions you should ask before you start hanging out with a guy. There's a lot. So make a list beforehand, and that way you are totally prepared and you don't feel like you're dating someone 20 years younger because you could be.
Right.
Exhibit A.
Right.
Not
Yes,
you.
right.
The person.
Yes.
The person who wrote it.
Exactly. And
right.
don't forget, if you are, while you're making your lists and maybe you're starting to get that holiday shopping list
Yeah.
ready, make your stop to the Spice and Tea Exchange on Rehoboth Avenue in Rehoboth Beach, because there is so much there. I mean, right now they're in their fall flavors, but those are going to be going quick. They
Yes.
get gift sets. They've got all those spices. So maybe you're more of a cook, less of a tea drinker. They still have you covered.
They have everyone, every person in your family. Honestly, I think you could just get everyone covered there, stopping in.
You really could.
Yeah. Great idea, Leah.
You could. But we've been talking about it all week. We've got DIY projects to celebrate upcoming Halloween. We're trying to get everybody ready.
Yes.
We're going to do one of those crafts when CoastLife gets back.
Spill the Tea was brought to you by the Spice and Tea Exchange of Rehoboth.